Hello guys, I'm just having some internet problems, so just running a little bit behind. Just having some internet problems. I'm running a little bit behind. All right. I think I fixed the data. Just doing a quick sound test. Just doing a quick sound test. Sound and everything's good. Okay, connection's good now. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Live chat. All right. So what we are going to do is we are going to check out a couple things here. So I'm going to open this up. And while that's opening, we're going to go back here. And again, we're going to go over the free for the month assets. Again, if you go to the Unreal Marketplace, you got a free for the month. It's always faster in the browser. And when you go to free for the month, you get this page. These assets are the ones that's free. There's always usually something added to the permanently free section as well. So always check you can always check to see what's going on with that. There's also other sales going on right now. This guy has some pretty cool assets there. So for this month, you have this easy combo buffering. So what it does is it allows you to set up a group of 3 animation montages in a row and kind of like blends them together. For me, I think so you could see here that this uses the Unreal Engine, the Unreal 4 mannequin, not the Unreal 5 mannequin. So it says that it was updated on the 22nd, so he might just have old pictures here. You have to double check with him if he's updated to Unreal Engine 5. But I think he just kind of moved stuff over to Unreal Engine 5 and just made sure it was working. And so this blending might actually not be using the UE5 mannequin and stuff like that. Sure, there's ways to convert some of the animations over to the Unreal Manager with the retargeting that they have now. But the whole animation system in UE5 is just updated and better with a lot of layer blending and stuff like that. So you wouldn't really go back to the old system, the old animation system, the way they do it, also for performance and stuff. So that would lead me into the next comment, where this month is a pretty lackluster month in my opinion. Just with the assets that we were getting this month. But if it works for your game, that'd be great. The two bigger assets, I think, is probably the actual assets, where the environmental assets, where you see environmental here. Where if you're doing a Greek island, for me, again, this is not the greatest because I'm doing a zombie game in a more realistic setting. I'm not going to be using this. The reason that I dislike this asset is it gives me kind of like a low stylized feel. So sometimes it could be hard to get the assets to really mesh with other assets. But it could be just the way the materials look in this. But yeah, it gives you animated sharks, some ships, and it's pretty good for like a Greece kind of. It gives you a big Zeus statue and stuff like that. So if you're doing kind of like one of those ancient Greek 300 kind of games, so Spartan kind of games, Gladiator. We got a couple months back. We got a free Gladiator set, pack. So if you're doing one of those Gladiator things, this could be kind of cool. Gives you some assets there. This is just a stylized pack, and again, I'm not making a stylized game, but it's just grass and trees. It's just the foliage for kind of a stylized pack. It's just this here. So some bushes, some big leaf plants, some lily pads, some ivory or clovers, some flowers, the grass, the water components, a couple of stylized rocks, the trees, palm trees, big trees, you know what I mean? So it's just a stylized foliage pack. Again, this is, you can see again with the UE4 mannequin. Now, if you click here, this was done June 2022, or last updated June 2022, and he says it's for 5.3, but we were given a free crowd pack, like how crowds work, with the Matrix demo. So depending on, and if you want to see how they suggest doing AI, that would be in the Matrix demo, and you're able to use that code and stuff like that. And again, that has thousands of AI with like 120 frames. So though this could get good numbers, it's might not be as good as the Matrix demo crowd pack. So it's still good to know. I don't think this is completely useless, but it's just some of this stuff feels a little like these two blueprints / plugins feel a little out of date. And this is just an asset pack. You see the building's all kind of wonky because it's modular. The interiors are kind of cool, but again, you have to have a lot of Victorian kind of stuff for it to fit. If you're doing a horror game and you have a bunch of Victorian stuff already, it's kind of good, but it does just give you like the one house so you can re-edit it and stuff. Like, but I do have a hard time finding a group of assets that match this and stuff. So, food's kind of cool though, and the interiors they have is pretty cool. Overall, yeah, like I said, to me it's lower end, the pretty high, like again 200, 100. It's just they seem like an odd group pack for December. But again, even if it's odd, I'd still pick them up. you could end up using them, especially like I said, the assets ones, or for knowledge or training, or if you wanted to see, okay, maybe I'm doing something with my crowd system wrong. Maybe I want to check out how this guy did it back in the day, or maybe I wanted to check out some animation stuff and maybe use some techniques from this or something. It might not be completely useless, or maybe you're doing an older game style, just you wanted to keep something simple and low on an easier device. Maybe you'd go back. You never know. It could be useful. So since it's free, I would pick these all up. Once once the month is over, it goes back to regular price. So please, yeah, I definitely highly advise picking them up. So you just go to checkout. Yeah, it doesn't have any of my information here. So it's $523 worth of savings this month, compared to like $300 or like almost $200 last month. So the savings are crazy. I just never would have picked up these packs because again, they seem older, and again, these packs I don't think I'd ever use. They just don't mesh well with a lot of the stuff that I have. The only thing I could think of is maybe the brick wall pack if it's really that modular, but I have to see how he's doing the windows and stuff and how the spacing is, because as you see in the pack we just got, sometimes you're getting assets off the marketplace and to move them around, and the spacing is just not as convenient as they make it seem. Alright, and this obviously we keep up so we can continue stream. We should be able to minimize this and now have this. So I'm just going to right click here and I'm going to migrate this. I'm going to migrate this. It's just doorways, light bulbs, things like that. Okay, into Unreal Projects, City Generator, Content. Just like that, and migrate that there. Well, it looks like my signal's still dipping in and out every now and then. If I cut off, guys, I apologize. Just being out in the boons, the internet hasn't been. It's Starlink, so sometimes it could be come and go a little bit at times. So what I'm getting this here for is the next thing that I wanted to show you guys. Kind of dropped. I'll open this back up here. Is procedural city generator 1.2. We've waited for this update for over a year now, I think, or at least a year. It's a pretty big update, and the procedural city generator, what's big about it is it works with the new new world system that Unreal has made, the new world partition kind of system, and it's just a way to build out a full map really quickly and kind of build out a city pretty quickly, and allows you to generate a city pretty quickly. So just for like one or two of our maps, we could quickly kind of build out with the procedural city generator. So wanted to kind of show this off, or show what it can do really, and why I might use it, just to give us a break from doing the remember we were doing the vents last time, we doing the lights coming up next, but it's really important that we do get the level done and get everything set up. We do not still have the template yet, but once we do have the template, we want to get this as ready as possible to migrate over to the template. So yeah, we want to look at the city generator. So I will go ahead and open this up. Bring this over. And looks like, yeah, my frames really take a dip. It's trying to get a couple extra packs there. Just kind of waiting for this guy to complete. There's the city generator. Okay. And you can see I got an airport in, a gas station, building, and suburb. I'm trying to get some packs in here. This is the building that's probably not completed yet. Looks like it's just taking some time with the demo map. The demo map is pretty big. Again, with the demo map of this guy, again, he just uses a lot of lights and stuff in it. And again, this is the great thing why we kind of switched over to Lumen. And with the Unreal Engine using Lumen and Unreal Engine also using emissives from objects, you can now just increase the emissives on the lights material itself, and that will provide light for your, like, the areas of your level. And but Lumen itself is really heavy, so sometimes you might not have to use Lumen, but you could just use the emissives from the textures, and I don't believe that's too heavy. But I'm not too sure if you could use the emissives if that was a part of Lumen, or if you could, that was just an Unreal 5 thing in general. Sorry. There we go. Should go faster now and just kind of complete now that that one level is done. Boom, and we'll get this closed. Oh. Here we are. So we'll minimize our two file folders here. At first, one of the levels he gives you is the kind of like overview level, and we could actually hit play here, where it's just going to give us E to interact, fly, you can shoot, which just gives you this because I believe the buildings are destructible. Spawn car 1 to 5, spawn helicopter H, spawn plane P, and you can change the time of day. So you have all these buildings here. This is the commercial building, and this is what they kind of look like for the commercial area. You got some gas stations, you got a police station, you got a car parking lot, and you got your industrial section, which has a factory here, another kind of like factory building here, and another kind of rebel kind of factory building here, and kind of like a car garage. And you got your residential, which has some houses. And again, yes, they look pretty basic. It's just using like kind of basic assets in here. And then you got your rural, which is kind of like your farmhouses. And then you got, he gives you an airport, so it has like customs and stuff like that. And And these are the props he's kind of giving, just using the basic free epic stuff, because the point of this pack is for the generator, and this is the kind of car and the helicopter he has. So I'm trying to get in like actual objects, like, you know, instead of having these cheesy cars. Like, some of them are not that bad. Yeah, there's a car pack. I think it's just this one green car. This seems out of the loop. Doesn't really fit. Alright. But, yeah. And you see, you could sprint. You fly back to the beginning. Alright. And so, again, these buildings are not just the interior. Some of them actually do have interiors. But if you, they can be, sorry, not just exteriors, but they do have interiors, and that's huge, right? Because that's one of the things we'll be looking at, is getting interiors kind of done. Sorry, there's stairs here, and you can kind of go up every floor. And we're gonna, he usually gives us an actual template map here, but we shoot. Maybe. We might have to like set it to the structural mode or something. But I noticed the building, the stuff isn't spawning either, and I know that usually the templates that he gives us, there is interiors to them. So let me close this for now, just because, like I said, it is pretty heavy GPU for some reason, not too sure. And we're going to the procedural generator, and we will look at the maps. That's the old level showcase. It looks like the new level showcase. And tutorial 11. World settings. This is the procedural level generator. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to say the level up there. I don't see the level otherwise. We can go into the project settings and see for sure actually what level loads up when the editor boots, just so we know we're not reopening the same level. But I'm experiencing this live with you guys at the same time, because yeah, again, most of the time I get to code is the Tuesdays and Thursdays, or sorry, Tuesdays and Sundays when I'm here with you guys. Again, depending on how my things go in the military, I hope to make this, and depending on how things go when the template comes out and we get this stuff updated on Steam and slowly get things rolling. If I would like one time, you know, I mean, in the future, maybe this is like my full-time kind of thing, and then I'd work on this, you know, your regular 8 to 5, and then we'll get a lot more stuff done. I think that frame rate is low just to kind of compile all the shaders and stuff like that, and the sky and all the shaders. So this was definitely not loaded before. So we're going to go to project settings, maps and modes. So level assets was the map that we had originally. So there's the showcase and there's the old showcase, and then there's level 11, whichever that means. So as you can see here, I'm gonna speed the camera up because it's a pretty big map usually. Moore Station, Alice Station, Grant Station. Interesting. I think that's for the buses or something. Yeah, the bus stops or something. This is just giving a demo of the tree splines that you could do. This is giving a demo of the port, and it gives you boats now, it looks like. That's pretty cool. I like boats. This is the helicopter that he gives you. These are the cars that you can test around. Again, you can see here is this kind of residential area. This is the commercial area. This would be the airport again. This is a part of the commercial, the industrial area here. Another residential area. That's another big airport there. And then, yeah, I remember the color of the houses. So this is procedural foliage generation of these squares here. I believe that's what these are. It's just kind of click on foliage spawner. See? And it's probably spawning trees. If I were to go to details. Pine tree. So it's spawning the pine tree. And this is the rural area. In the rural area, you could have fences set up. And you could put trees along the inside. You could have a bunch of different stuff set up like that. And this is kind of what he gives you. And you can see I'm flying around this entire massive map while having stream open, and it says that I'm at like 26 frames, 40 frames sometimes. But yeah, you can see that there's bridges, and it's just this kind of demo that the bridge that go over water to, the kind of water bridges. I'm sure you could just kind of touch up the landscape there for sure, but I'm not too sure if he has a start. Airport, beach, PCG, scene. He does have a player start. Okay, good. So we could hit play here. See what happens. So we have some tour guides. It's the regular kind of thing. Press X to start the tour guide. Points of interest: the beach, the driveway, plot parks, full address for each buildings, landscape support, city zones, foliage, interiors, airport, bridges, subway system, and building props. Ooh, subway system. So what a jump. So PCG comes with blueprints to create simple piers and drivable boats. Press G to exit to return exit. Press G to return exit. I guess it's return and exit. Foliage can spawn foliage along the roads and areas along splines like what you see here. You can configure many settings like max slope, scale, and even which material layer and tags to avoid when spawning. It's a pretty nifty camera work he's got going on here. Oh, so that is foliage. It does take away the beams of light, so... Oh, no, it doesn't. Oop. Here we are. It's the next beam of light here. You still haven't getting 60 frames for this. Driveways. So, yeah, buildings have driveways that automatically align to the roads. They can automatically use sidewalks, materials, and can even cut the plot experiment. But yeah, nice little driveway here. Guess this guy here is the next one. This is the plot parks. There we go. You can create regular plots between roads, sidewalks, and even create empty lots or parks that can easily configure by each plot using a data table. Nice, because you can have parks. So I was just trying to load some stuff in to try to change this up. So we got all those guys. We get these two outliers here. Oop. Nudge these cars, kind of knock them around. That's good. I know he was working with this, working on the destructible material. Kind of buildings, but he might have took those out just to kind of speed up time. Look at this. Look at this hill. 5 Morningside Ave. Each road gets a name from the data table based on its type, and each building gets a full address based on the road name and order. Mailboxes capture that address and display it as seen here. Yeah. So again, this is interact. Cannot interact with. Oh, there we go. A little slow. And see, we got interiors here. Over this little hallway here. We got a little park bench and stuff. Ugh. There we go. So I wonder if I could interact with this car. Yep. So. There we go. Okay, 1 Bedford. Yeah, the cars just keep spawning in. Again, you get in here. See that the kind of house spawns. See there. Some of these houses are empty, but yeah, work on that. At least you get the basics. What is this? Landscape support. PGZ supports Unreal Landscapes, and it can conform the roads along it and flatten it to build and create plots. You can configure the min-max height for buildings and the slopes. So he purposely made a super ugly landscape and tried to build on it, and you can see it tried its best to kind of just build this this city on the most craziest kind of landscape of all here. So that was the thing. Those were those two. Again, we could go to, I guess, the airport first and work our way into the city. Each sign still has an address. Each one of these buildings, again, have interiors. And you could go, for the most part, go upstairs. The upstairs have interiors. You go upstairs one more time. And the attic has interiors. So this is all stuff you can kind of set up. And if you guys think this is kind of cool, then we could kind of start working on this here. I think this is actually going to be bridges. Ooh. There is an airport, but for some reason the tag's not near it. Or no, maybe it is the airport. Yeah, airport. PG comes with a prefab that includes flyable planes and one helicopter. I do have helicopter and planes that I could switch out. Ooh, I actually just kind of re-walked into that one. Whoa! Building props. You could spawn spline-like fences, edges that follow the spline, individual props like a trampoline, and you can configure the percentage chance to spawn and use your own static message or blueprints. Yep. Well, a lot of these buildings are pretty basic, so we would want to try to switch them out a little bit, at least. And we'll hit this guy here. City zones. Your city is composed of city zones. The zones and the building types, props, and foliage allows you to spawn what's inside it. The default zones are commercial, industrial, residential, rural, and you can also create many zones as you'd like and to configure your city. So you could change the zones up if you need to. Woo! It's just spawning extra cars and stuff. So we did the outside things. Now we just kind of got to hit these interior centers for the points of interest. Whoa! I think this will be interior. Oh no, this is going to be stations, I guess. This is E. Subway systems. You could quickly create a network of subway stations for your city. The system has auto naming based on the roads and the ability to create separate lines and even connect the lines to specific stations. Select station. Oh. It's more like a map kind of teleport. Let's see. So, yeah, we teleported from one station to the other. Interesting. Whoa. Alright, so this might be interiors then. Yes. Buildings can spawn interior props. These can be static meshes like the furniture, or dynamic, or random like the interactive doors. There are many settings you can adjust for the variety and maintain performance. And again, even this Julia's mode. Look in here, you got some stuff in here. You can kick it around. You got here, kind of stuff like that. It's like some weird kind of coffee shop thing. And that was the subway. So believe it or not, this is the last one. Never thought bridges. And yeah, you can see there. Whoop, whoop. That actually on the top of the buildings, that most of these buildings actually allow you to exit on the roof. If I could land on a building, if it would be possible, any building would do. Oh, there we go. But yeah, all the stairs actually go up to the roof. I don't know why I'm having problems with this collision here. Ooh. This is the same building as over there, so I think I'm gonna have the same collision problem. But yeah. You could easily create bridges manually or have PCG create them procedurally during the road generation. Gee. Tab, switch camera view, first person, third person. We don't need to spawn cars when there's so many cars. So again, a big thing is this is like, yeah, we're running right almost 60 frames here, but look how many assets are in this right now that are just like visible on the screen. You can see how many cars are just down the line, how many buildings are in this, lights. And remember, like if you walk over here, they're for the most part, of course I made a liar of myself. I just happen to be in the one spot. There's a lot of buildings with, like, see, with interiors as well. So the buildings have interiors all the way up. So if I could see picture in the window there. You know what I mean? So and so yeah. I think his doors are kind of finicky. Well, there's none here, but yeah, there is, you know what I mean, a lot of places with interiors and stuff like that, though not all of them, but yeah, you can see there's from trees to meshes, there's stuff in every which direction, as almost like as far as the eye can see. And you know, I mean, we're still getting frames, everything's still spawning here, everything's good. So and then you could always still just like hop into any one of these cars and drive them around. Got some music. Oh yeah. Woo! So I believe he's using the old physics car system. The new one's a lot more grounded. It's hard to get like bad air like that. But then again, I know he's playing with a lot of settings to make you be able to just fly around like this here. So I think gravity's on an all-time low in this map in general. But yeah. So we'll escape this guy here. So what I did do, like I said, I was trying to bring in some assets here. Oops. Try to bring in an airport set. It has some you know what I mean, like airport assets. Or is this his airport? You see, yeah, because this is a fairly huge map with everything zoomed out. It's his airport was just really almost as basic, but not as like. I think he had another airport in the middle of the city somewhere. Yeah, over there, I think. Where this dark area is. Yeah, that's what the helicopter is. Yeah, so I guess that was the airport, one of the airport packs that I had. It looks really kind of basic still. I guess there's some computers and stuff to it though. I wonder if I could upgrade the metal material in this. Yeah, rail material here. I could change the rail material. I could change to the materials. Alright. I can change the materials. I can do a lot of edits. This does look like a nice grungy gas can though. It's solar cell. Don't know if I want to exit this this map just yet. Kind of look this way or something. Look at the ground here. Don't need to edit this. Level tutorial 11. I don't know what that is. Don't save. Water. That's one of his nodes. Residential. Interesting. Islandville. I guess this was supposed to make a little island map. Interesting. I don't need to do the old showcase. I kind of know what it looks like, what it was like. Reload the showcase. I guess I could have opened that airport, actually. We could check the airport out. It's also good to just see how long it takes to load up. It's a fairly big level. There's a lot of stuff in it. Yeah. But just like the modes, this would kind of be like a mode, I guess you'd say. Yeah, even though it took that long to load up, I'm just gonna bring this in. I'm just gonna check out this level here, see what we got for airport. I haven't actually seen this airport asset. I've never opened it up. Yeah, it's the only pack I have for airports. It's just a pretty specific thing. Marketplace. Military airport. That's what I already have, something like that, I think. You see, I favorited this guy. I would love the full airport. Oh. I just remembered. Oh my god. Futuristic Lake Town. That's pretty cool. I think I just remembered something that drives me crazy. But this abandoned airport is really cool by Scatter. This is just a stripped down version, and then this is the stripped down version. So I was kind of thinking about this airport, but one of the big things, this kind of looks cool too, that's been holding me back is, oh my god, bus station. This guy got me. He gets me every time. Our Cold Studios. This is just apparently a bus station. Look, it has it has whiskey for your, like, the place where you could shop. And then there's the buses there, and you see this, and you're like, okay, maybe it's a bus station. Okay, it has some of this, and then you look, it's like, oh, this is a pretty big bus station. But I'm pretty sure this has, like, this is a massive, look, luggage and everything. Luggage. Oh no. It has everything for the making of an airport. You know what I mean? Like, it even has, like, yeah. But it's like a mall, airport, things like that, all in one. So I guess technically it's not an airport, but we'll see this guy here. But I could probably use that bus station in combination with this guy here. You know what I mean? And actually make a pretty decent airport. Like, grab these signs here, but the rest use the bus station stuff for that. Maybe grab these like meshes and change the materials. This is not modular, eh? Maybe grab something like this here, throw it in. Is that able to be walked in? Yeah, you can walk down there, it looks like. Okay. Okay. I'm a little bit worried there. Yeah, it's interior. Got a little hanger here for the planes. Sea cans. These sea cans are always small. Oh, they just threw a door on that one. Some fuel, some drums, some runway marks. Okay. I dislike the way some of these towers look. Like, they look like they're old-fashioned or kind of plainish for some reason. But I mean, like, they could do. They could work. They could work. Pretty basic, but it could work. Got airport. Got gas station in. I haven't seen this map, but we could swap out his gas station. This is like a scenic kind of gas station, with atmosphere and raining and everything like that. Again, they just have cubes in here, but it's fine. I really wanted the pumps and stuff. I have other gas station interior assets. Oh, we still have it on 8? Yeah, we'll go down this back to 1. I really just wanted the basic kind of pump. You know what I mean? That you see at our kind of normal gas station. I kind of wanted it modern, and you'll be surprised how many gas stations just have weird, I don't know if it's American pumps or European pumps or what, but or some other country, but this is California, but yeah, we don't have any of those weird style pumps in Canada. I call them weird, but like I'm just not used to seeing that. I got some houses pack, suburbs, and modular. Tokyo maps. I'm surprised to see there's so many folders in here. There we go. We have a house and spawn a pool, stuff like that. Look at that water. Loading all the materials still, textures. Alright. Space grass? Something's wrong with the grass material. That's funny. Landscape. I'm trying to click on the landscape, but did he? This is the landscape. Did he paint the landscape or something? Maybe I could see it. Landscape, paint, grass, layer 4, layer 5. Interesting way of doing things. He's actually painted the landscape with the it's the first time I've seen somebody do that way. But we got some interiors here. I guess some leaves inside the house. Already kind of going for our zombie theme apparently. So these houses again just don't usually make sense to me. No bathroom, I don't think. Oh, there we go. There's a bathroom. Just the toilet in the sink. Roger. But I guess this is more for the neighborhood. Or is it more for, I'm guessing, the houses and how they're done? Door swing. So again, physics constraint. So you could actually just run into these doors here and they'll open up for the first room. Let's try it. I believe that's the oop. Well, it's broke. It's fine. I wonder though if it's gonna let me. Sometimes if you find an error anywhere, it won't let you run anything else. You'll have to fix this. No VR headset. Player reference snowmobile. Player reference snowmobile. And it's handlebar rotation. Handlebar rotation. So get third person character. We will bring that back up. This is procedural set a generator. Yeah, they got Dokio, numbers, particles, skeleton meshes, texture mode. What is Dokio? Oh, you just have has a billboard. All right. Blueprints, garage, props, light fixtures, doors, fans, animations. Third person character, blueprint. Just made a lot of things. This is an object. Snow. It's a snowmobile. Maybe that was something that he was thinking of putting in but didn't. Vehicles, I'm guessing. Yeah, it's just one car. So there is no snowmobile. Alright, so we could just delete that, I guess. Don't really need that then. We can just kind of hit play. Oh, that's just cool. So pretty cool room, pretty cool assets here. You can press the doors open, like I said. It's just a physics asset. I guess you have to stay here to open the garage door. You cannot leave. This is just a physics asset. Push it open. Balusters are nice. This is the classic UE4 problem. This doesn't happen in UE5. But again, this is an old asset, UE4 asset, looks like. Anyway, I think we're just really getting it for the houses and the pool maybe asset. It's kind of cool. I like the pool and the chairs. Gazebo, the porch. There's that sign. Random. Alright. Want to add that pack. I'm going to close this now. Just wanted to go over checking that out. Oh. Mrs. should be heading home here soon. Alright. Contents. What I'm looking at these contents for is, so that was this is the modular. We also have this suburb pack, night, day, lumen, demo day map. We'll try to avoid the lumen, I guess. A little bit heavier on performance. And other than the building pack, and I definitely do not want to open the building pack because I know that one's not optimized. It will just destroy my computer. This will be, I think, the last one. Did the gas station, airport, module, and I will be getting more. Yeah, so always looks so rough loading in. Yeah, these are some decent houses. Again, a pool, another type of pool, some patio assets, fence, a couple of different types of fences. Look at that American flag. Oh, look at this. Should have stuck with this one. This interior. Great. Lots. That's just one of many different styles of homes. Oh, this is just a fake out. Didn't do every house. It also has a garage. Look at that bathroom. This is a bathroom. Laundry room. See, this is the style of house I'm kind of used to. Doesn't have to be this fancy though. Way fancier than I'm used to. But layout wise, this is what I'm kind of used to layout wise. Wait, that's an old fridge though. Doesn't really match the rest of the house, I don't think. But is this a smaller house? Yeah, different layouts. Little fridge right there. Bam. Go upstairs, bathroom. Yeah, there we go. Again, even a small house layout still works. Big house layout still works. Real big house layout still works. All right, look at that. Even has street signs. There are more kind of. You can update. Not sure about those cars though. But then again, I don't think there's assets about the cars. All right. So you have textures. Sound, particles. This is just the meshes. Materials. We get the maps. So those are the maps. We get our blueprints here. Animations, buildings, industrial, subway, rural, characters, simple, police. They have a police character? Interesting. Containers. call distance. Road. No. That's right. So maybe I'll go to maps in a level. And I can see the world settings to see what he's actually doing here for. Here's the game mode. And then I think that's probably that tutorial thing that pops up at the beginning. So we got the settings. It says none. Project settings. Yeah, it's in the default settings here. Third person character. Like I said, this is what we're looking at. One of these things probably spawned the tutorial there. Player start list. Third person, cast upon, possesses. And characters. Third person character. Look out for tour guide. PCG tour guide. Oh, it's tutorial. But yeah. Simple procedural buildings. Spawners, troubleshooting vehicles. This is the tour guide. And the tutorial is probably the old map. And what you used to do in the old map is you just run into the points and then it would pop up. I see here. So buildings, industrial, commercial, and so this is kind of what you do. So residential. We'll set this back up to 8. Kind of check out things. So go over here. So that's this building here. The residential building. Till the time gets the parent, which is PCG build base, has mailbox, car spawn, driveway, modular building, windows, spine. Bungalow, it's just the actual building itself. Doesn't say where anything is in the building from what I see. Oh, spine. There's the driveway there. Just the different windows. Another driveway spine. Interesting. And then we got the mailbox with the text on it. So maybe we get a better mailbox, so we swap it out. Oh, this is not something I want to touch. This is pretty complex. Alright. So we have building 2, building 3 here. Think what we might need to do is go file, new level, just world composition is not enabled. It's world composition. But if we click an object here, this is not world partition either. And that's why it says world partition none. So I guess we'd go with just in file, new level. We'll try out world partition, create, and don't save. Oops, I do that all the time. Browser 1. Core. Data tables, zones, interfaces, plots. That's good to know. Landscape. So the old PCG just had like right in the main area a utility widget that you just ran, and that would kind of start you off. It's prefabs. Fountain, airport, main. Blueprint city generator. Well, again, this is actually the generator. Just kind of fumbling around. Ah, here we go. See PCG visualizer and PCG main. Run utility widget. Show roads, so stuff like that. Okay. Run utility widget. Left or right? Oh, I broke it. I broke it. I let go at the wrong time. There we go. Kind of minimize this a bit. So, current city. Midday. Creation. Landscape. Yeah. This button will spawn the necessary movement that you require in your scene. So if we go to outliner, PCG is now there. I think I almost want it more on this side. That way I could still have my outliner. Versus my details. City name. Testerville. Create city. Testerville. There we go. Landscape. There we go. Spawn city limits. Sounds great to me. Spawn road connector. We will put one here. Spawn road connector. Put one here. Spawn road connector. Put one here. Spawn road connector. And put one here. Preset road segments, default, city type, metropolitan. And that's kind of it. We'll go to zones, commercial zones. Spawn zone. Yeah, we could do that. Something like that. Select all city zones. Spawn volumes. Not too sure. Select your city zones from the drop down and press the spawn for each zone. Then move the scale zone. Okay. City limits, city zone. I'm gonna delete that. Speed. Delete that. Delete that. Zones. Spawn commercial zone. Oops. I'm gonna minimize that. Commercial zone. Going to kind of center that there. I think I'm gonna scale it a little bit smaller. Is there like I see $200. Do 400 by 400. Something like that. There you go. And then active data table to loads zone setting commercial plot data table whether it has cul-de-sacs. And then you have all this apartment bounds, landscape options, corner building options, apartment B, apartment C. So this is commercial area A. And you just kind of fill it with all the buildings. Apartment 2A. And there's the police station and the gas station. Can spawn on cul-de-sac, number of spawns, spawns left and right, and then you have an interior blueprint that goes along with it. I see. Allowed roads. Okay. Fixed detailed props. Street lamps. Random props. Doesn't have a car. Some of these don't have a trash can. Okay. So for this I'd have to swap out the blueprints for my blueprints that I would have to edit. Okay. Go back to this. So, and since I kind of want to be looking at this sometimes, it might be good to have the PCG over here, but then I can't see the zones. Maybe it's decent to kind of have down here. Still feels kind of odd spacing wise. Could do this. Have another little bar here. And you click on the details and you have all the details here. And you're just working with well, I guess you're only doing this small area, so maybe you just kind of pop it out, bring this here, and you kind of do something like that, I guess. And so this is the city, this is the commercial zone. So then we'd go and do our industrial zone, and we'd spawn the industrial zone. Oh. And we just want to select the industrial zone here. Kind of, we already set the city limit, so even if the industrial zone kind of spawns outside the city limits, that's fine. It just won't spawn or do anything. Yeah, move city zones. I guess it says to do it inside your city limits. So again, we have this kind of clicked here. We'll do the 400 by 400. The height does matter because I believe whatever is tallest kind of like overtakes the other one. So since this is taller, it will kind of like prioritize in spawning the city area over spawning the industrial area. So that's that. Spawn residential. Spawn select a zone. Click this residential. We'll do 300. 300. We'll do 400, 400 again. And then spawn zone. And then we have our rural spawn zones. So then we'll kind of adjust this here. I want the rural to be kind of here. We want the residential to be kind of here. The other residential to be kind of here. And then we want the commercial to be a little bit actually up over, I guess, like that. And then we could do almost like 450, 450, and kind of bring this down and in. Just to the point where we kind of know it's overlapping. There. Now we did all of our kind of zones area. Now that the zones are kind of complete, we just go here and we keep it in the same kind of format, I believe. Auto roads, manual roads, plots on the sides, auto roads. So we generate highways, generate connecting roads, generate highways, generate connecting roads, generate main roads, go, generate minor roads, generate side roads, right? Small cul-de-sacs. Apply action. Just points, reconnect road, align to material, and apply. Right, so highway, I guess you just kind of go down the list. And then you just do main roads, create intersections, adjust points, adjust intersections, reconnect roads. You do minor roads, create intersections, adjust points, adjust intersections, reconnect roads, align terrain, and side roads, create intersections, apply points, adjust, reconnect, apply. Not sure about this here. What is going on here? Oh, looks like there's a problem with the cul-de-sacs here. It's fine, I'll just fix it. And again, I believe that's for this cul-de-sac here. There we go. I don't know. The rest look decently fine enough. And cul-de-sacs. All right. Go to roads, parks. Want to see that. The grid manager. I guess we gotta kind of line it up with our city. That should be good. Apply settings, yes. So let's try to spawn the buildings, it looks like. Hmm. Debug, bake, other. For my first attempt, I don't think this is too bad. We'll just hit play and see what happens. There are some cars straight up in the things. So the roads spawn the city zones, the commercial zones. I don't think it spawned the industrial buildings and roads. Did the roundabouts, but I don't see many of the roads. So generate highways. So like the main roads, which are all these roads here, we can see them. We apply textures and mattes. Create intersections, just points, just intersections, reconnect roads, Control Z, Control Z. You can't really so that was reconnect roads. Adjust points. Okay, intersections. Reconnect roads. Keeps trying to figure something out there. And then now that the actors are selected, you can modify the settings. We didn't really clear the buildings. And there's the subway station teleporty things. So we're gonna go to File, New Level. Just our basic level. Don't save. I'm gonna delete this guy. And we're gonna go to Landscape. We're going to Landscape. Landscape. And we will just do land. See what we get. Just the engine landscape. We go to manage, sculpt, paint, grass, grass 2, asphalt, soil, rock, key. Okay. And for this, we will go to outliner. We do not have any PCG stuff, so it's spawn scene blueprints. They're there. We will create Testerville 2, and we will create city. We'll create city limits. Just fill 2 city limits. Details. We're still in landscaping mode? Is that it? There we are. City limits. Do like 1,000 by 1,000. Maybe it's 750. So that's 800. Not quite. Do 750 then by 750. There we go. Again, we spawn road connectors. Just going to do three. Preset is fine. Sign Select area as ground. Oh, I guess you could assign like if you're not using a landscape mesh, you could assign what the mesh is going to be. Right, spawn the zone. We need to do the commercial zone. Select the zone and spawn it. 200 and 200. Something like that. Industrial spawn zone. 300 by 300. Oh no. Alright. So that's it for tonight, but again, I'm just fooling around with this kind of guy here. Industrial, we wanted like 200 by 200. I'm just gonna try a quick spawn here and see how it goes. Alright, 300 by 300. And then we'll do, again, residential area. We'll spawn 2 of these guys. And again, 200. Oh, 300. 200 by 200. We'll do the same thing as last time. I have this guy like down here. And we'll spawn another one. And we'll click the other one. Do 200 by 200. Again, we'll spawn over here. And then we'll do the rural spawn zone. And again, just like the other one, will be 300 by, oh no, it's 200. Do it every time. I just expect that it's going to highlight it instead. 300 by 300. And we're just going to kind of bring it down here. There we go. And then we're going to go to roads, generate highway, and it's such a small area, I don't think it's going to do anything. Connecting roads will just be those. Connecting main roads, generate main roads, sorry. Generate minor roads. Just that we have such a small area. And then once we have these roads generated, so we have main roads, we could try to create the thing, adjust the points, and we want to, so construction mode, but yeah, I'll probably look into more. Like I said, just dropped today, so he'll probably give us a tutorial on how this works. And but yeah, I wanted to break up our thing and try something new this time around. But it is after 11 o'clock, guys, so I'm going to be heading out. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I'll see you guys all next time. Ciao.